Good evening. I know it says it up there, but I'll tell you anyway, just in case you're sitting far back and can't read the screen. My name is Jari Askins, and I'm honored to serve as your Lieutenant Governor, and I am so delighted to have been invited to be back today, again this year, to be able to sit in the audience and hear the wonderful gift that Jami and her group that's up here with her today, the gift that they are giving the teachers that they are honoring tonight. So thank you so much for including me in this evening's activity. And you can't help but be up here and have your mind start thinking about the teachers, and so I'm not going to name all of my teachers, but I just want to thank all of you who are here tonight as educators, because in a community like I grew up in, like Duncan, and I have visited with others, it's not unusual for people who teach you during the week to also show up as your Sunday school teachers at some point in time. Those are the people who really get extra duty because they get you 6 days a week. But it's an example of how many times those of you who choose that profession, and it is a profession, do it because you love children no matter what capacity you have the opportunity to touch them. So Jami, thank you for sharing your gift of love in an opportunity to honor our educators. Someone else who wanted to honor our educators tonight is Governor Henry. And if you would allow me this opportunity, I have a proclamation from him which I would like to read. Whereas Jami Smith partnered with Oklahoma ministries and educational entities to honor Oklahoma teachers as part of her 3rd annual You Dreamed for Me statewide effort this year. And whereas the song, You Dreamed for Me, was recorded and performed in honor of the educators of the great state of Oklahoma and featured on her album, Faith in You. And whereas Ms. Smith urged the public in all of her travels to honor a teacher in this holiday season and created www.youdreamedforme.com for the sole purpose of encouraging teachers everywhere. And whereas educators have been invited to the concert with the help, support, and donations of countless ministries, organizations, and business. And whereas Ms. Smith's campaign to honor Oklahoma teachers has once again set our state apart as a national leader in the dedication to our people and our educators, not only in the state of Oklahoma, but throughout the nation. And whereas, in conjunction with Jami Smith's You Dreamed for Me statewide Christmas concert in honor of teachers, now therefore I, Brad Henry, Governor of the state of Oklahoma, do hereby proclaim December 17, 2008 as Honor a Teacher Day in the state of Oklahoma. Signed, Governor Brad Henry.
Didn't know I was watching, but I was. The smile in your eyes was hard to deny. Didn't know I was listening, but I was. You did not perceive how you helped me believe there is love outside these limits. There is life outside these fences. Now I live the dream that you dreamed for me. Thank you. Didn't know I was falling, but I was searching to see if there was something in me Thank you, teachers.
Happy holidays, everyone. I'm Robin Marsh from News 9, and when I think about my favorite teachers, two come to mind. I grew up in Lawton, and at Eisenhower Junior High School, Don Wilson was my math teacher, and I'm not very good at math, but Mr. Wilson always made math very fun, and if we got an ace on the test, he'd give us a little piece of bubble gum, so that was always kind of a fun thing. But in high school, Steve Smallwood was my drama teacher, and I remember sometimes not having a lot of confidence, and Steve Smallwood would always come in and say, "Girl, if you believe it, you can do it." And I think that the help that Mr. Smallwood gave me, even way back in high school, was something that just instilled in me that I could do it and I could accomplish my dreams. And for that, I'll always be very grateful to Mr. Smallwood.
Angie, think back. Is there one teacher that made a significant impact on your career?
There sure is. A vocal instructor in college is the one who inspired me to try an intro to broadcasting class, and the rest is history. What about you, Dave?
Well, something similar. I'd like to thank the Academy. The Academy of Performing Arts at OCU, that is, for saying, man, you can't sing or dance, you better find a desk job.
Oh, well, that explains why you never karaoke.
Or perhaps why Jami Smith hasn't invited me on tour.
Another good reason why we love teachers.
Happy holidays, everyone, and enjoy the Jami Smith concert.
See ya.
The teacher who made the biggest difference in my life was Mr. Crakey. It was 6th grade English and history. It kind of made me like history for the first time, and I think Mr. Crakey was the first teacher who really challenged me. I mean, it was a difficult class. He made us read challenging books like The Hobbit, and he dressed up sometimes, occasionally, like historical characters to really drive home the point of history. And I think he stood on his desk kind of before it became popular in the Robin Williams movie, Dead Poet Society. Mr. Crakey actually stood up on the desk sometimes in one of his crazy, outlandish outfits and just made us all learn and made it fun in the process.
Hi, I'm Gary England. You know, life is a series of decisions, each one taking us wherever we're headed. And years ago, a man named George Purvine, made a decision to become an educator. He taught at Sealing Public Schools. He was a teacher and a friend to many young and sometimes confused teenagers. George always challenged me to be the best at times when I wasn't the best. One day he said to me, I think I was a senior when this happened, he said, "Gary, in the future, I expect you to hold a great public office or be involved with the public in some grand way." And I remember thinking, what is he talking about? But later I realized he was saying, dream big dreams and go for it, you can do it. Through the years, I've thought of it often. George, my teacher, is gone, but he lives on through the lives of all of his students. George Purvine, a great teacher who helped shape my life.